Since I'm only doing an oil change, I've decided just to try to remove the under spoiler. That's the black unit on the underside of the bike. First I removed the two screws adjacent to the right and left fairing. You can see that I've started to remove them. Next, I'm going to get underneath, and you can see there's a couple of screws underneath that I need to get at as well. There are three different sizes of star sockets here. This one is a T25, and it goes underneath. It fits right in here. And then there's a smaller one right here in the side air deflector, and then there's a medium one here in the fairings. The size of the star socket in the fairing is a T20. The size of the star socket, the small one that goes to the rubber air deflector, right there, that's a T15. Right there. The last screw on the GT model is right here, and it's a large one again, a T25. So once you get that, you'll notice it'll start to come down. There we go. Now we're talking. We may not have to take the entire fairing off. There's one last screw on the right hand side, and it's a medium screw. And when you get in there, that'll be the only thing holding it on. Once you get it off, it's a big thing. I'm surprised how large it is. Of course, that'll be nice to get it all cleaned up. But yeah, be careful with that last screw. I would probably support this thing because it's probably 6 or 7 pounds, and you wouldn't want it to torque that screw inadvertently. Shear it or something, or maybe even crack the plastic. So this is really good. What it means is that you don't have to take the fairings off to get in there and do an oil change. You just need to take the front spoiler off, and once you get underneath there, you can see now you've got access, and you can get the cover for the oil filter off, and you can really get in there and do what you need to do. So here is the drain plug. Here is the oil filter cover, and so now I'll probably warm the bike up one more time, and you know, I'm going to probably take the fairings off anyway just so I can clean them. But the great thing is you don't have to. One thing you want to be careful of is that you put a terry cloth towel around this metal mounting post before you pull your fairings off. I've also got tape around there, but when you pull your fairings off, it's very possible that you can scratch them along this edge. So put a nice soft towel around there, and that way when you work it around here, you won't scratch those beautiful fairings. There's more than one reason to take the fairings off. Just because you want to clean them doesn't mean that you probably don't have a bird that's gotten lodged up underneath. So you might want to just check every now and then and make sure that you don't have a bird and even his head and stuck in there in your cooling system. Sometimes we call that the chicken head, but obviously this is some kind of a yellow bird.